but he got you. And now that you free, what's the plan for you? You better get him, let him, live him, kiss him, miss him, bug him, hug him, love him. And please stop talking this, that, and third. And just focus on God in his word, cause I'm lit, I'm free. The light I see, switch it up, I'm lit, I see. The light, I'm free, old school,
Hey everybody, I want to welcome you to another episode of the Marriage Tune-Up, where we are fine-tuning marriages one discussion at a time. Hey, this month is, March is Women's History Month, so I thought what better to do than to have a wind down with a couple of great women and a couple of great wives. So I thought I'd ask a couple of my girlfriends to come here and just have a glass of wine with me, have some cheese and crackers, and just talk about what it is to be a woman and what it is to be a wife. Okay, so with that being said, I want to introduce my my lovely panel this evening, and I'm going to go to my left first, and I'm going to have my ride or die, Miss Willa Thomas of 3D Financial.
That's it.
Okay, I have Rebecca Young. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and I have Terry Ford of Encourage Girl Enterprises. I have to my right, I have my girl Nasha Elliott. I'm gonna say it right. I'm gonna say your government name, Nasha Elliott. And then I have my mother-in-law all the way from New York, Miss Mildred Cooper, and I have my girlfriend Karen Owens. Thank you guys so much for being here, guys. You know what? And happy Women's Day.
Thank
It's
you.
Women's History Month to all you guys. I know it was this past Tuesday, right?
No, it's the whole month.
It's a whole month. But wasn't it International Day was this
Yes.
past Tuesday?
Yes.
Okay, well, yeah, happy, yeah, all of that good stuff. Okay, but before we go any further, I want to ask you to please like this video, subscribe to our channel, and to share this video with everyone that you know, okay? Okay, so with that being said, y'all want some wine? Y'all want some, want some wine? Okay, yeah. We just gonna have a little conversation. We just, forget about the cameras being here. We're just gonna have a conversation and talk about, what it is to be a wife. I was getting ready for work one day, and I thought, you know what? I want to just have a conversation with my girls and just talk about, what it is to be a woman, what it is to be a wife in this day and time, or whatever. So. But let's do an icebreaker. Let's do an icebreaker first, okay? For sure. Okay, so the icebreaker question is, and everyone has to answer. Okay, icebreaker, everyone has to answer, okay? Okay, which of the following songs do you what best describes you? I'll give you your choices. Okay. I'm a choice girl, so yeah. Okay. Lover Girl by Tina Marie. Somebody want to sing it? You know you always be singing songs. I just want to be your lover girl. Okay, guys. And then Super Freak by Rick James.
We know that.
Super Freak. Okay. And then we got She Works Hard for the Money, Donna Summer. Yes. So yeah, that's me. And then Poison. Never trust a button smile.
Oh, yeah, you might.
Poison by BBB. Okay. Willow, which one?
Yeah, I'm vibing with Donna Summer today. I'm got to be
you
here.
You kind of looking like
yeah. She works hard for the money because she's working hard for the money.
She's working hard for the money these days.
Yes.
Okay.
All
right. Okay, cool. Thank you.
All right. Well, like I said, it really depends on when you ask me. So. If it was maybe a couple years ago, it was like Super Freak, or Poison, hey, But I'm with my sister right here. We're working hard for the money, okay?
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with Lover Girl. I'm a lover, not a hater.
Okay. All right, Terry. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I'm always working hard for my money. Absolutely,
Okay.
putting in work.
Okay.
Yeah, wherever I am.
Okay.
Right. In the street or in the bedroom.
Oh gosh. Okay. Madu?
Hard for your money, even though I'm on hiatus right now.
Okay.
But
you work hard for your money?
I work
Okay.
hard
Yes.
for my money.
Okay. Okay, Karen?
I'm Lover Girl.
You love a girl? Okay, good. Okay, well, I'm gonna go ahead and say that I am all of them.
Okay. Poison.
Yep. Yeah, I can be poison too, girl.
You got a big button smile.
Yeah, so I'm good. Okay. So, all right. So I was thinking of these questions or whatever. So I'm just gonna ask my girls, and we just have a little conversation around these questions or whatever. So let me ask you this question, and anybody can. Well, again, okay. This is the question that I kind of It just came to me this morning, actually. It just came to me this morning while I was getting ready, and I said, let me go ahead and ask this question: how was being a wife modeled to you? I think that's super important. Right. What was your example of a wife? You know what I mean?
Yes.
So what was your? I'll go first with that. I had an awesome example of what a wife is. An awesome example of what a wife. My mother gave me an awesome example of being a wife. So yeah, my mother definitely modeled what it is to be a wife. The position that is. I think that my mother definitely modeled that perfectly for me. So I knew when I got married I knew what it looked like. You know what I mean? So yeah. So anybody else?
Well, my mother was also my example, which denotes that there were some good things that I should have taken, paid attention to, and there were probably some things that I probably should have left at her house. So, yes, but to answer the question, my mother was absolutely my example.
Okay.
Good, bad, and ugly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Anybody else?
Yeah, I mean, same thing. What it looked like. I'm a PK, a preacher's kid, and so my mom, I don't want to say played second fiddle, but she was just always in the background, and but she showed strength and worked very hard.
Okay.
But she wasn't as independent as I think she probably should have been, and so that was something that I took, that I needed to leave at home, and to be a little bit more independent so that I'm not being put in a difficult position later.
Okay. Okay. Anybody else want to take
Well, I was gonna say I had marriage from a two frame perspective. So my mom was a single mom, so I couldn't really I didn't see marriage in my home. But my dad was married a couple of times. So from my mom, I got, regardless where I was or what I was doing, I needed to be strong. And then I went to my dad's house, and his wives were more submissive, and I was like, oh no, that's what I'm not gonna be, right? So I came into my marriage with that attitude, like I'm a strong powerhouse, and the submissiveness, oh, it's cute, and I hear it in church. Maybe I could be a little bit of that, but what I saw in my dad's house, don't be looking at my husband.
I'm looking at that.
What I saw in my dad's house, I was like, that's a negative. I have my own brain, my own mind. I can help you, but you gonna help yourself too. So I saw a combination of what a wife should be, and as my friends say, you take away the meat and throw the bones away. So the bones is what I've thrown away. I left some meat too, because I should have brought that into my marriage, but I didn't. But we praying on that.
Mom, Karen, you guys want to talk about that one?
I can talk about that. I'm the same. It was some good and some bad. And my mom that I saw, and she was really strong because
Talk a little bit louder.
the things that she had to deal with my father, she was very strong, and I took that from her, that she was very strong. But some things like not saying I love you, and but I knew she did, but not saying I love you and not being a touchy-feely person, I took away from that to be that with my kids. So when we had our children, I made sure I said I love you, and I made sure that I was hugging them all the time. So, but at the same time, I saw the strength in her that because I don't know if I would have been able to do what she did in the relationship that she was in for 31 years. I don't know if I would have been able to hang in there that long, if it wasn't for God, probably, but yeah.
Amen. Anybody else? Mom, Terry, you guys want to say? Or no?
I mean, I didn't have the best examples of being a wife. Both my mother and my grandmother were divorced women. My grandmother, I would say, had a lot of strength. She had 10, back then they had a lot of children. She had 10 children, and she stayed with my grandfather for many years. So there was a lot of stick-to-itiveness that I saw in her. And then my mother, she initially started off in an abusive relationship. So I was able to see, okay, you don't have to stick in certain environments that aren't good for you. So, I was able to take away, those things, and I also took away what I didn't want to do and what I aspired to do in my own marriage. So, yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Okay, so knowing what you know now, what would you tell a newly married wife?
I would tell a newly-wed wife.
Louder, please.
I would tell a newly wedded wife that communication and trust is so important. It's You can't do without it.
Right.
It won't last. I feel this is my opinion, ladies.
Yes.
It won't last
Yeah.
without it. Communication and trust.
Amen. Amen. Okay. Anybody else? What would you tell? What would you tell a young? Matter of fact, what would you tell a young you, a young wife you? You know, what would you tell her? What would you tell a young Rebecca? What would you tell a young Niche?
I tell her now, because she's still in there. The newly married wife, even though we've been married 20 years, she's still in there. So one of the things I wish we would have done was premarital counseling, right? So now I'm talking to a married woman, and she may have not done premarital counseling. I would tell her, go to counseling now. Like, even though you're married, go get some skills now for your marriage, because you're gonna come up to something where you don't have the tools to manage it. So I would say, and then allow it to be available to you, or an option for you throughout your marriage. Because as we grow, both husband and wife, we change. I am nothing like who I was when Malcolm married me. So I would say, leave that as an option so that you can go, and then be around other married women. You know, because sometimes you feel alone. Like, this ain't nobody dealing with this. And then you go, girl, can you believe? And she be like, girl, I dealt with that like 3 years ago. And then you have that mutual person to have a conversation. So leave it open to learn and grow. Maybe have therapy, be in a women's marriage group, so that you can be the best wife, that you can be the best version of yourself as a wife.
That's good. That's sure.
I would say that I went to premarital counseling. So even with that, I would still say, don't go into marriage thinking that your fairy tale is going to be your reality, because that's a lot of times where we get hung up, because we have this preconceived notion of what you think is going to be when you see somebody else's marriage where they plan marriage, but you don't know what happens behind a closed door. Be open to go through it with your spouse. Don't just think that just because this didn't work the way I dreamed that it would, that I'm just going to walk out the door. You do have to have some stick-to-itness. But yeah, just kind of go into, I would say, look at the series that you did on vows, because those vows are extremely important. Really, you ought to know, you want to know what those vows, what you're vowing to God and to each other, or what you're really saying. So go into it eyes wide open as much as possible.
That's real good. That's good. Okay, I love that. These are great. I hope we're helping some people out there. I know we are. I know we're helping some. You're helping me. Okay. All right. So look, my questions didn't. Okay. All right. So the next question I have is, what do you have any non-negotiables in your marriage? Any non-negotiables?
I did.
Okay. You would like to share?
Ladies, again, this is just my opinion.
Understandable.
I'm divorced now, but I didn't believe in sharing my man.
Hello.
That's a big one.
Didn't believe in it at all. Would not stand for it.
Okay, well, go ahead and break down that sharing. What does that sharing look like?
That sharing looks like groupies, roadies.
He was a musician.
Yes, musician. Alleged friends.
Okay.
Excuse me, ladies. Alleged female friends. I'm sorry, because that's very important.
Okay.
Very important.
Okay. Good, Mama. Thank you.
Yes, absolutely. I'd have to say, physical abuse, that's non-negotiable for me. I was like, it's not happening. You know, I didn't see it coming up. That's just something. I mean, people go through it, and you know, things happen and all that stuff. But that's not something that's negotiable for me. And I'll have to definitely, Mom. Yes.
You're not sharing?
And I agree with you
no.
also.
Your name is not Sharon.
My name is not Sharon.
We are not Sharon.
No, no, absolutely. I'm selfish in that. I'm selfish.
Very much so. Very selfish.
Okay. Anybody else want to tackle that one?
I think they covered it. Oh, Miss
I was
Karen,
going to say, I think mine, like when me and Ricky were dating, we kind of set some things down. And to me, if we're getting married, which we talked about, if we're getting married like we talked about, then divorce and separation was not an option for me. So it's like my mom and dad did it, but they were in it 31 years before they did it. And so, but it was I was kind of happy they did it because of the things that she was going through. But for us, it's like, we have to work this thing out because I'm not getting married to be separated or to be divorced. And I've seen separations go very bad where, you have a girlfriend over here, you have a boyfriend over here, and, you never end up divorcing or getting back together. So, that would not be an option. That's not a...
Amen.
Yeah,
Okay.
non-negotiable.
That's all excellent, excellent. Okay. I don't think I had any non-negotiables, but I guess I do. I didn't think I had any negotiables, but I guess I do. Our engineer's telling us to talk louder, so let's talk louder, ladies. Okay, here's a hard one, and everybody has to answer this question.
Okay.
Okay? And everybody, I have to answer it too. Okay. Besides a wife, define who you are. Who are you?
I am a strong, black, God-fearing woman.
Absolutely. Amen.
I am a mother, a grandmother, a sister, a aunt, a niece, a cousin, a godmother. I am a best friend and a true friend.
Amen. Yeah. I'm all of those.
Yes, me too.
I'm all of it. Anybody else? Anybody else want to go home on that?
Can
anybody add anything else on that?
That was good. That was really good.
I will say, and I'm not going to add any additional titles because you covered them all, but I would say throughout my marriage, I had a hard time struggling because that was who I identified myself as. Absolutely. We had a neighbor that used to call me, "Hey, Miss Bryan." And I used to think that was so cute. and then what had happened?
My name is.
And I love being associated as his wife, but I got to a point where I lost who I was. Even with all those great titles, mom, grandmom, aunt. Who is Willa? Where did she go?
Yeah.
I was thinking about it before I got married, I was as fun, spontaneous. I might jump up on this table and Then I got married and my hands start to clasp together and it just you lose a sense of self sometimes because you have so many other things that people are employee, all these other titles that I want to get back to the core. Like, who was Willa before everybody starred calling her all these different names?
Right.
So, yeah.
And thank you. To piggyback off what you said,
Yes.
I don't know.
Right.
I'm gonna just go ahead and keep it real funky with you. I do not know.
Right.
It's like I'm like, dang. So I didn't came up with this question, and I'm like, well, God,
answer
you need
the
to ask
question.
yourself. I can't even
Yeah.
answer the question myself. Like, who besides a wife, and then I want to say besides a mother, besides a wife and a mother, who is a Kami? And I just honestly, if I'm being honest with you, I don't know. I don't know. Go ahead.
Sometimes when I got married, I think I was 26, and I felt I matured for various reasons at a very, very, very young age. And with that, I knew, who I was. I was like, yeah, I'm strong. I, got my education, all these things, but the thing about it with time, situations, we develop, we mature, we learn new things.
Grow.
And
Still growing.
Absolutely.
Still growing.
And just like Nisha, you said, I'm learning now. We never stop learning, and we have to always embrace it. And don't forget to share it with your kids, with those that are around us, because you never know who you will help.
Right.
And when I started getting involved, I was like, oh, I'm glad I made the cut. I'm with my sisters, but it's just the learning. It's just being real with one another, with the ups, downs, and in betweens. Because there's a lot of those, and the things that like, I didn't know you was going through that. Really? I was like, man, me too. Who was I going to talk to?
Exactly.
We have to surround ourselves with like-minded powerhouses, and especially those that are married, because when when those that we have our friends that are not, there's different aspirations, different, you know, you have to, if you want to stay married, you know, associate yourself and, you know, and continue learning. But that's all I got to say.
That's good. That's good. That's
I can also
good.
say I like our girlfriend environment because it does allow you to like shed all those different layers of the things and responsibilities, and we just get to be girls and girl talk and laugh, and we had slumber parties and all those amazing things. They were just amazing to allow us to just be.
Just be.
Yeah. So, that's very important.
The only thing I was going to add was no one really talks to us about the balancing act, and the balancing act doesn't have to be 50-50, right? The balancing act is what works in your life right now, right? In your relationship. So we have to, as women, share to other women that you have to hold a piece of me, yourself, along the way. Because you can be wife, mother, girlfriend, sister, but then I'm me. Hold on, let me save some space for me, because that's where we stop doing self-care and taking care of ourselves. Because we've been invested in all of this, because women like us want to do well in all of that, you know, so then we don't take care of ourselves. It takes the back burner, but we don't realize that's so important to be in all of that. So we have to have that balance, however that plays out, 80-20, whatever it plays out in your season at that time. Absolutely.
Snatch your time. Snatch your time.
You guys are just awesome. Wow. Okay, what's the easiest part about being a wife?
There's an easy part?
Maybe in the evening time.
She said the evening.
The evening time? No, but honestly, like you said, Nisha, it is a balancing act. We have to, but it can be fun. The easiest part is when it's fun. There's those moments, you know, when you're getting a grab on the behind or you're playing around. Those are the easier times, but a long-lasting marriage relationship, in my opinion, it takes effort. So it, you know, I know that's pretty much all I said, because you know, I'll be going in tangents sometimes.
Okay.
I think the easiest part for me is pouring into. So I'm going to pour into you, because when you go out this house, I want them to see you well, right? You don't want to come in there defeated. Now, I'm not going to say it hasn't been points where Malcolm has walked out the house probably defeated and frustrated and irritated, but I have worked to pour into my family by praying for them, to make sure they don't have to worry about what's in the refrigerator or the bills paid. Pouring in has been easy for me, but it also has been an issue for me. So both the easy and the issue blends together. I pour in, and then I'm like, yo, I'm pouring into all of y'all. When's somebody gonna pour into me, right? And so then I have to realize, but wait, are you pouring into you? So how is somebody gonna know to pour into you when you ain't even doing it for yourself? So what am I modeling, right? So I think the easier part is pouring in, and it's the hard part for me as well.
I think that's the same thing she just said, but I think for me it's more loving. So loving my husband, you know, letting him know I'm there for him, letting him know that, you know, wherever he goes, I'm going.
That's
you
right.
know, I'm with you 100%. If you have to go and minister to somebody, if you want me there, I'm there. You know, I'm supportive. If you have to get up and move out of the state, I'm, you know, I have nothing tying me down here, so I'm going too. So just for him and for our children, you know, just being there and loving on him and making sure he's okay, like you were saying, just pouring into him and the family.
Amen.
Okay. Here's another good. Look, I'm just patting my own self.
Another good question. Why not?
Okay. What expectations did you have about marriage that have not been met?
Oof. Well,
Wait.
Come on, Mama.
You know, ladies, I got married what I considered late in life. And I thought I had all the answers. And I thought it was going to be all right because we were older.
Okay.
Not so. Not so. Not so.
So your expectations were met.
My expectations were that we would
Sail off to the
grow
sunset.
together,
Yeah.
mature together, learn together, whatever else was there to still learn.
Right.
Mother, if I can ask, what age?
I got married at 56. 56. And I thought it was,
Right.
That's
Right.
I thought that was it. I was like, I got it right this time.
Right.
I was so proud. So proud. But it wasn't. We there was no growing together. You can't change people, and Lord knows I didn't try to change anybody. But in watching the process of my marriage, I knew I had to change. I knew I had to change. And so I had to accept that there was not going to be growing old together, enjoying life together, and walking off into the sunset.
So that expectation went unmet.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Yes.
Anybody else?
What expectation has not been met?
What expectation about your marriage has not been met?
Well, for me, I met my husband when
Talk louder, please.
I met my husband when I was 17 years old. And so there was the expectation that we would grow together. We would, find things in common. I mean, we did have quite a few things in common at that age, of course. But we were living in the fairy tale of what marriage should be. And I think the expectation was that I would be understood, that my thoughts and, my desires and my needs would always be, handled my way. And that those expectations have not been met, because obviously you're dealing with two different people with two different mindsets. And I don't know. I just figured that would be something smooth that you would deal with. How you dealt with it at 17, 18 years old versus now is there's a lot of conflict in that area for me.
So when the expectations, when Derek and I were dating, I was on this pedestal, like, he made me feel like just this princess, just, the only, the only woman. And mind you, it still is the only woman.
All right.
I was like, I just want to clarify that part. But just, like, just the head over heels, that fairy tale. Well, after you back to reality, that fairy tale may not be there, but just that was one of the things I was like, the value that you got right here. I was like, so what you gonna do with it? That's but having to balance that, having to understand that we are different people, right?
Yes.
We're at different ages at different times. We've been married for 15 years, and I wasn't the same then that I am now. But I will have to say, God be the glory. We are better. We are better, and we are growing together better. And being willing to grow and learn.
That's it.
To anybody that's newlywed, wanting to be wedded, you know what I mean. But
the wedded.
Being willing. Don't lose yourself. As women, I will not advocate not losing yourself. You still be that strong woman. But if you're not independent because you're married, you have a jointness, you can still be that strong woman, but you're in this thing together. You're in this line. It's like this. It's all joined together. Right? So just being willing to grow, and it's a give and take. It is a give and take. And when you said pouring into and just all the, I'm just like, okay, so is somebody gonna pour into me?
Right.
One, still in that time, for yourself. I was like, because it's important. You can't you can't be frazzled, razzled, and dazzled, and if you're trying to give in to somebody else. So that's all I gotta say about that.
And to piggyback off of what you said, Lisa, it takes two.
Yeah.
You can't do this by yourself. You can't. It's impossible. I tried. It wasn't that I thought I was Superwoman, but I was like, okay, if he can't handle this, I got it. I got it.
So you find out you got everything.
Right. Sometimes you got to let something fall.
To find out that I had it all. I was dealing with it all. And I'm like,
But I am married though.
Right.
Right. Right.
I think.
I believe in being a team player. On my job, I'm a team player. I don't want to be in charge. I didn't want to be a supervisor. In my marriage, team player, partner, help me. God, that sounds, that's, you know, that's what I wanted. You know, sometimes you get tired of doing and being by yourself.
Married. By yourself married.
Yes.
What kind of combination is that?
Yes.
How that work?
Yes.
I'm sorry.
I had a girlfriend one time that told me that that she was tired of being lonely married. She was tired of being lonely in her marriage. Okay. As a wife, we may experience trials and tribulations in our marriage. Please talk about a time where you experienced a trial as a wife. Hannah.
Somebody.
I think it's an ebb and flow. We are experiencing trials and tribulations throughout our marriage as we get older, as the kids get older, as situations we've never faced come into play. I think we deal with it all the time, right? So I think for me the key is I cleaned out my downstairs closet. I've done it in each house I've lived in, and my kids be like, "Mom, don't put nothing in my closet." So it is officially my prayer closet. I have a blanket, I have a pillow in there. I take my phone, I do a timer, and I have to go in there and pray, right? And my prayer isn't like, "Oh, Father God in heaven." It's like, "Yo, God, like for real, you know this is who you created me to be." So I'm super confused,
with him.
right? So I'm
That's
having a
right.
conversation with
Yes,
him
yes.
about what this trial and tribulation looks like. Also, of course, I go to my spouse, and it may not be all, "Babe, we need." It's like, "Hey, yo, you know what we gonna do about this?" So that's how I have dealt with it over. What we doing? What are we doing? Right. So I don't know how to deal, or I haven't learned how to deal real well with being calm in conflict. So when I'm addressing it, unless I'm at work, or if I'm at home, I'm dealing with it straight up, like off the cuff, I might go off, right? So I've dealt with it by my prayer closet. I'll pray. I'll go to wise counsel. I'll call my girlfriends, like, "Hey, yo, I'm coming over. Like, I need a glass of wine." So I have multi-layer ways of dealing with it, because sometimes my prayer closet, not saying it's not working in the background, but I'm in that closet, I'm ready to run out. Like, this ain't working because you're not hearing me anyway. So I have to have multi-level facets of things to do to help me make it through the marriage, you know? So because,
I agree with that.
because some of us have been through that trial. And I could be like Willa, because I called Willa on a separate situation about my kid, like Willa. And so she's like, "Okay, I've been there. Here's what I think." And here, so someone who's been there, wise counsel, like the Bible said, is super helpful. Yeah.
Are we switching the cameras, Jay?
Iron sharpens iron. It's true. You make me sharper because you sharp. So yeah.
Amen.
I think that back when I was younger, I needed that because I only had, like, people would come to me. So then what's my out? You know? Like, I tell my husband everything, which is just probably toxic, but I tell him everything, and so he always says, "You tell me too much." But it's like, who do I talk to other than God? Who am I physically gonna talk to? And
He's your
so
best friend.
he's my best friend. So I tell him everything, and I don't tell even my best friends. I have two, but they're in LA, so they're not close. So you know, I felt like this opportunity just to sit and speak with you guys, and you know, and just be honest.
Yes.
And let you know, and say what you're really feeling, so that you can get help on things.
Right.
But I know when I was younger, and we had kids early, so we had ours back to back to back, and so it was like, I never thought going into a marriage that I would be at home for most of my time being married, because I was working all the time. When he met me, I was working, and I had 2 jobs, I think, so I was working. So it's like off and on, I was at home with the kids. And so a lot of my friends were like, "Girl, it's good that you're at home with your kids, because, it's a blessing." And I'm in my head like, "No, it's not." It's like I have nobody to talk to, and, you know, they're driving me crazy, and he's, you know, at work, and then he comes home, he sleeps, so I'm still here, you know, dealing with that. So it's just like, you know, now, like you were saying, now we're just, you know, things have been just really, thank you, Lord, that they've been going really smoothly and really good, because our kids are out of the house. Only one is there, but
Thank you, Jesus.
yeah. But it's just like it's a process. I mean, it's just a process, and you know, once we come together, me and my husband, in prayer, that helps me so much in the morning. Just to come together and pray about the whole day and pray things before he goes to work and before I get up, and that just sets the tone for So
What's that? What was it? The woman
Yeah, I was
sets the
gonna say.
atmosphere, and the man
sets the tone. Yeah, I was.
Huh.
You heard it.
Okay. Okay. I got a couple more questions I want to get you guys real quick. Let me do a fun one in here. If your husband was asked, what would your husband say you feel is his best facial asset?
On him or on me?
On him.
Okay.
If asked, what would your husband say you feel is his best facial asset? Number 1, his eyes.
Okay.
Number 2, his lips. Number 3, his teeth. Number 4, his eyelashes, eyebrows. Or number 5, his facial hair, like beard or goatee. Willa.
I'm gonna go with the blue eyes.
Okay, Derek, his eyelashes, because I guess he's been told for a long time, oh, you got them eyelashes? Well, they curl automatically. He don't have to, so they better than mine.
Okay.
I would say James' lips. I'm big on kissing, and he's got the perfect lips.
Hey now, baby.
Look at that smile.
Did you just touch your lips?
His eyes, because they're like a greenish brown color. His lips
Oh.
and his beard.
You said all three.
Yes, God.
For me, it was the lips. The lips. Yes, Lord.
Okay.
Oh, it's definitely Mal's facial hair. It's just so sexy, especially when he trims it up. Yeah, that's real
For
good.
me, it's the facial hair too. It's the goatee.
Hey now.
Yes.
But I like his nose. I really like his nose, but I didn't put that down as a question. But I really like his pointy nose. Okay. Okay. Here's another one. Another fun one. Which of these Anita Baker songs would your husband best says how he feels about you?
Okay.
Angel. You ain't gonna sing it? Okay. No One in the World. Giving You the Best That I've Got. Sweet Love. Good Love. Or You Bring Me Joy. Here they are again.
I got it.
Angel. No One in the World. Giving You the Best That I've Got. Sweet Love. Good Love. Or You Bring Me Joy.
Can we say all of them?
I had a Bonnie Baker playlist going on.
But to me, I would say that he would have said, giving you the best that I got, because Lord knows I gave that man the best
I heard that.
of
I heard that.
me
Yes.
and some.
Period.
I don't regret it because that was me.
Right.
That was in me to give to him.
Absolutely.
You got anybody over here?
Well, that song, but at number 6, You Bring Me Joy. You Bring Me Joy.
You Bring Me Joy. But you got, what am I?
I'm gonna say give me the best that I got.
You the best I got? Okay.
God, that's hard. I love all of her songs. I would think that
He would say.
he would say,
Good love. You need to talk louder. The engineer's telling you to talk louder.
is that one of the options?
I
Yes.
think Good Love is one.
Okay.
Talk louder.
Yeah.
Good love, sweet love, you bring me joy, giving you the best that I got, no one in the world, or angel. Oh, for real?
I'm just all of them would apply, so I'll just say Sweet Love.
Sweet love. Okay. Niche?
I am definitely all of them except for one. I'm far from an angel. But Malcolm would say, giving me the best that I've got.
Okay. Okay. What is your kryptonite? Your weakness as a wife?
Ooh, I'd have to say, I'm sorry. I'm just, I don't know how you ladies feel, but I was in love. At that age, I told you the age, at that age, I was in love. And my kryptonite was too much love. It was it was too much. It was too much. I thought I had it right. I didn't. And during the process, I was like, okay, I'm just going to pour more and more into it. Maybe it'll change. You know, too much love. It wasn't enough. It wasn't enough.
Anybody else? What is your weakness as a wife?
I would say my weakness, what breaks me down
As a wife.
as a wife would be not having my needs met, not feeling, because it tears down who I am as a person. And I think that
Speak louder, baby.
even when you're communicating those things to your spouse, I mean, we all know the love languages. If that's not being fed, for me personally, it makes it hard for me to even function as a wife, because I don't want to reciprocate his love language because I'm not being fed.
Are you trying to talk right now?
Absolutely.
You trying to say something, huh? Okay. Okay.
It's more than a kryptonite. I really take that very serious, and I
Yes.
think there's a reason why that even exists, because it's true. And it really affects me, not just as a wife, as an individual.
Amen. Okay. Okay. Anybody else? Anybody else want to go behind that?
Well, I'll say that as a husband and a wife, we both have roles. So my kryptonite is that you're not doing your part.
Yeah.
So, and I know that through the years and over time in different seasons, those roles may change.
Right.
But if I'm playing my part and I didn't study my lines, and I'm coming to the scene and doing my part, and you ain't and you didn't study your lines, and you don't know what. Yeah, then I have an issue with that. That's my kryptonite. Yeah.
Okay.
We gotta do our part.
Real quick, let me talk to my engineer real quick. Engineer guy, yeah, you cute one. I need you to go and get some. I have the blindfolds here for the guys, but can you ask the husbands to step out here? And also, I need you to have a red and a white, okay?
Wine or glass?
A glass of wine, or red wine and white wine. Can you bring those out? We're gonna play a game at the end with the husbands, because we're winding down right here. Okay? What time is it?
All right, well, you're all going to excuse me, right? Because,
well, you can still sit here. So, yeah.
no, I don't think that would be right.
Okay.
No.
You mama think you're fine. Okay. Listen, so, okay, when it comes to, here's a fun one. When it comes to your lovemaking, what song title would you say best describes how much you do?
How much I do.
How much you do?
Go on and get this. I knew it. Go on and get that. You need some cheese and crackers on it? Some crackers
When you was married. How much you do, Mama, do when you was married?
Listen to your choices.
I'll tell you.
Listen to your choices. Okay, question again for our listeners out there. When it comes to your lovemaking, what song title would you say best describes how much you do? Number 1, 2 occasions.
On to
As day and night.
right.
Okay. Okay.
No, just 2 occasions.
2 occasions.
During a week, during a
Honeymoon
month?
and anniversary.
Right.
Birthday.
Birthday anniversary. Okay. Father's Day,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? Been so long. That's another Nita Baker cut. Okay, how about this one? Night and day. I'll be sure.
Okay.
Okay.
Depends on when.
All seasons.
Yeah.
Winter, spring, summer, fall.
Yeah, all seasons, that's for sure.
Okay, this last one. Anytime, any place.
Come on, Janet.
Yeah, Janet
All you got to do is ask.
Here they are again. 2 occasions. Been so long. Night and day. All seasons. Anytime, any place.
My first married, my initial married Nisha. What? We going down Nathan?
I'm next.
This is prime opportunity. One midnight? Come on, bro.
We on the 91.
Okay. We in Katie's house. Where's the bathroom?
Hold on. Oh, you too, honey? Okay.
Well,
Wait a minute.
It was a bathroom. It was available.
Okay.
It might just happen.
Oh, my
Okay,
God.
Denny's, okay. Denny's, hold on, in the evening time, it was a little late. I was like, oh, all right, honey. All right. And then there's like, I'm sorry, you can't be in here. Oh, he's just helping me.
I need help.
Helping you.
Right. Now that was 25, 26-year-old.
Right.
I ain't gonna
But
say the
niece
age.
now is any season.
Okay.
Any season. Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go with that.
Southern.
Yeah.
All season.
All season.
All season.
Yeah.
All season. All season. But
Yeah.
when you were married, 2 occasions, been so long, night and day, all seasons, anytime, any place.
Mama.
All of the above.
Aaron, get your mama. Look at that.
Aaron had to get him somewhere.
Right. Okay, come on, Karen.
What was the one?
2 occasions, been so long, night and day, all seasons, anytime, any place.
I think all seasons. It was anytime, any place a long time ago.
Right.
Okay. All right.
Oh gosh, I would love for it to be anytime, any place, but it's been so long.
Okay. All right.
Crickets.
Okay.
Rebecca.
We're back. Thank you. She's like, take a drink on that one. Take a drink on that one.
Anytime, any place.
Okay.
Derek over there shaking his head.
All season.
All four.
Okay.
Two hands, two legs.
Like so right now it's all season.
Right. Before it was
Anytime,
Rick
anytime.
James,
Free. That's what song. That's what
Freaking
song.
Leaves, right? All of it.
Working hard for your money. All of it.
That was a different question.
Who wants to bring us back for a second? Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. It was poison too back in the day. Okay. So it was mine for me. It would be all seasons.
I heard that, honey.
It would be all seasons. Okay. All right. So that With that being said, I have this new game that my girlfriend named for me. What's the name of the game, Willa?
Cooperation.
We can't hear you.
Cooperation.
Say it loud for people in the back and people in the chat.
Cooperation.
Okay. All right. So we had this new game called Cooperation. So for this part, I need the husband. Where's your husband?
I don't know.
Oh, where the husband's at?
I think.
All the husbands.
We need the husbands, babe. So listen. Bring your thing.
Okay, ladies, it's been nice.
Thank you, Mother. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, you gonna go first. Yeah, you gonna go first.
Do we need to
first of all, Aaron and I are gonna go first.
Okay.
Aaron and I are gonna go first, and then you guys are gonna try to beat us.
Okay.
A couple's gonna try to beat us. So Aaron and I are gonna go first. Come on, babe. This is my man. Come on. Okay, so I need somebody. So my other engineer person, Cameron Cooper. My questions. Here they go. Wait. Okay. All right. Okay. We'll take the first five questions. No, actually, watch out, man. We got time, babe. We good? We're good, babe. Okay, so Cam, you gonna. Oh, you knocked over my plant. No. Okay. So this game, how we play this game is, Aaron and I are both gonna be blindfolded. So wait a minute. I need one too, babe. So I need that too. So come on. So can you go get another one like this, please? Okay.
Yep, the other five.
Yeah, I have both of the blindfolds right here.
All right, what's the game? Tell us about the game.
So the game is called Cooperation. Okay, and so I'm gonna explain. So I'm sorry.
So I'm doing 5 questions, or I'm just doing I pick from all?
Well, you know what? The first 7 ones. Do the first 7 questions, okay? Do the first 7 questions. So Aaron and I are gonna just do it because those are good. Or Cam, you can go from the bottom or you can go from the top, whichever one you want to go from. But they have to be in order, okay? So we're gonna be blindfolded and we're gonna have our drink. And whoever he's gonna ask a question, and whoever we think it is, we're gonna say, this is Aaron and this is me, right? And so if Aaron thinks whatever the question is him, he's gonna drink from his cup or whatever, right? And we're gonna try to get all 7 of them right.
Okay.
And then you guys are gonna try to come in, okay? However many we get right, you guys are going to try to beat that. Beat that number. Does that make sense?
How do we know
Did I
the
explain
answer's
it good?
right?
Huh?
How do
They
we
have
know
to
the
answer
answer's
the
right?
same, or
Because
what?
their cup's gonna match.
So,
Yeah.
so if we both say the same thing,
Then it's
then it's
right.
right.
At the same time.
You're
okay.
drinking at the same time.
Okay. All right. So you're gonna stand behind me and do it, babe?
Sure, man.
Okay. Okay. Here's your blindfold. Oh, you know, here's that one's for that one. There you go.
Okay.
We're good, babe.
You want to do it for love, right?
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Aww.
Who my drinks at?
Somebody
Right
get
here.
that picture.
This one's red.
Red. And this is white.
Okay. So make sure Aaron's the same way.
So red is in the right hand.
Because yeah, we're both left-handed.
Yes. Oh.
Ain't that cute?
Yeah,
Right.
Me and Aaron are both left-handed.
Okay.
Okay. So you're gonna ask the question, Cam.
You or him.
And yeah. So yeah.
So your
Talk
answer-
loud, Cam. Talk loud.
Your answer for yourself is red.
No,
or white?
Aaron's red and I'm white.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Okay.
You ready?
Yes.
Who is the biggest risk taker?
You got a drink? Oh.
Good job.
Who was more popular in high school? Who's the most likely to initiate during sex?
Okay.
Who complains more? Who's more spontaneous?
Okay. Communion
Who
up in
cries
here.
more during movies?
What?
Who cries more during movies?
Okay. Uh-huh.
Who's the better cook?
But he's laughing though.
Who's more passionate?
Oh, okay.
Who says sorry first?
Oh.
How many questions you doing there, man?
I don't know, like,
That's
Hey.
mine. That's
Yeah,
mine.
That's it.
Okay.
Okay.
100%.
100%. Yeah. They did. Okay.
100%. We got 100%.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So
Cause
what
y'all
comes
practiced last
Come on.
night.
That part.
It's fine. We don't go. It's fine. I'm gonna record it. Go ahead.
No, it's good.
So come on. So Brian and where's Brian?
Let's just one side.
You gotta bring your. You gotta. They have their own wine too. Where's Brian? Need to bring her last. Okay.
Yeah. Raise your hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Back to each
Yeah,
other.
because I would need water and water.
Yeah.
Just in case.
Well, they're gonna be blindfolded, so it doesn't matter.
Okay. All right.
So this is your right hand.
This is me.
But he was saying you don't have to use the blindfold.
Yeah,
if you
just
turn
sit
our
back
backs
to
each
back.
other.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Because I got a lot of makeup on my eyes,
Okay.
honey.
Is Brian coming?
He had to go do a Zoom meeting.
Oh, okay.
He's already gone.
Okay.
Niche.
Okay. So
You
Nisha,
next.
Mount, come on, Mount.
Uh-oh.
This over here.
Let me
Where we going? We're going right here.
I don't know. Where we going?
Jay, will we still catch him if we ready?
Yeah.
We can get in the sun.
Yeah, we can go back here. Behind you.
Yeah, just and just
Okay.
turn
Go back to back.
All right,
turn
we'll
back
do.
to back.
Okay, back to back.
Okay. No, but
That's
they're gonna be
fine.
able to see
That's fine.
hands. You're gonna still be able to see
I'm
which
going
hands
this
you.
way?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I can't
So-
see Malcolm's hand.
Who's
if I do
right
like
and
this.
who's left?
Right. No, no, that's
You
good.
good? Okay. Let me watch out. Let me
It's a trust system.
let me move out of the way.
Right.
So who?
This side is your.
Who's
Where's
right? and
my
who's left?
question?
This side is you. If you raise this hand, this means you.
I'm sorry.
So
And if we raise this hand, it means me.
Oh, so we both answering the question.
Yes.
Did you go all over or did you go right in a row?
We don't have to touch back. We could just.
you have to go that same one.
Where are we? Are we
Terry,
supposed to?
you
gotta go
suck
seven.
that.
Oh, man.
but I'm gonna
You
hey.
see me? Am I your way?
If I
All
right
right,
here, I
okay.
got a big
Wow.
old stain under my arm.
Because
Good?
it's
Just
like
be still.
this.
James
I'll
gonna
just
get
do
you on
like
the
This is
film.
us.
No, this is me.
This is me.
Nisha.
This is Nisha.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah, they got it.
Because if we
Because
do
they have to
right,
do the
right,
same
we
side.
Yeah.
Then we're gonna mess up on sides.
Yeah. Okay. All right, you guys ready?
Yep. I'm sweating.
Okay.
I can see it.
You start from the bottom or going from the top.
Okay.
And then leave it
Okay. Okay. Who's likely to want to try something new in the bedroom? Who's likely to apologize first? Who's likely to be late to their own funeral? Who's more petty?
Love it.
Who uses foul language more?
Who's on that arm?
Who's better at speaking their spouse's love language?
Oh no. Oh no.
Who walks around naked more? Okay, who has the funnier family?
Uh-oh.
All right, cool.
Love it. Love it.
Okay, that's it.
Okay.
Good job, guys.
Y'all missed one.
I messed up.
Y'all missed one. I don't know.
I was like, y'all keep count. But yeah, y'all didn't get like 3 right.
We only got 3 right?
Y'all
I didn't
missed
answer one.
3. I know that.
I don't think we know like this. Nobody.
You should.
One more.
No,
Me, come on.
you should know your love language.
I gotta do like this because I'm just like.
Nisha was like, nope,
And I said you.
and she said none.
Oh, there was a none?
No, that was her answer.
He didn't know that was an option.
Well, you don't do mine well.
Okay.
One
He
more.
like food and I don't
I gotta
cook.
get this.
I like to go out, he like to sleep.
I mean, we got right.
Me.
Right.
And
Right.
then,
Right.
and then right.
Like 3.
Well,
Good job.
No, we
like
got
this,
7 right.
this hand right here and this hand
We only
is
got
me.
No matter what.
Right.
That's count.
It's your,
No matter
it's
what,
y'all,
that's
honey.
you.
It's all right.
Okay, y'all ready? All right. 7.
Yeah.
Who's the biggest risk taker? Karen?
We got to
Oh,
see
yeah,
it, though.
we have to
Gotta
see
raise
your
it
hand.
up.
Oh,
There you
okay,
go.
yeah, we gotta raise. Okay. Who's the bigger baby when sick? Who was more popular in high school? Who's more likely to cancel plans at the last minute?
They don't know.
So gotta say somebody. Gotta
We
say
don't do
something.
that.
That right.
Come on, man. Throw something. Okay.
Okay.
Nice.
Who's more likely to initiate sex? Who complains more? Who's a better cook?
Uh-oh.
And who's more patient?
Yep.
Okay.
Titus. Titus.
I need to know why the questions changed for us.
A whole bunch of different-
You didn't ask us none of the questions y'all asked. We would have got that 100%.
Okay. All right. I want to thank everybody. Hey, come on, wives, get your wine and we go to do a little toast. Let's do our toast and we up out of here. All right, come on, let's do a toast. We'll do it again for you in the shy. And do the cook. Yeah,
I loved it. I loved it.
You're still not gonna beat the cooperation.
We didn't practice the questions like
I know, right? I was like, new question.
I promise you, we didn't.
We should have asked the question.
Right. Well, anyway, I want to thank all you ladies. I want to thank you, ladies, for coming and enjoying this episode of the Marriage Tune-Up. I want to just say thank you guys so much. I appreciate you guys. Happy Women's History. We're making history as we are.
Let's salute to that.
Yes.
Yes.
All right, thank you. All right, join us in our next show. We'll be talking about something. I don't know. We'll see you guys in 2 weeks. Love you.
All right. Love
Peace
y'all.
out.
Love you.
Woke up, still smiling, sun shining, feel fine. And yo, it's one person I got to thank. And no, it ain't your mama or your Uncle Hank. It's Jesus, the one that'll get you going. Keep you flowing high, you already know. And he'll lift you up, pick you up, get you up. He'll set you up in a life with less strife. That's just right, with pure love and more light. As long as you live it, mama, he got you. And now that you free, what's the plan for you? You better get him, let him, live him, kiss him, miss him, bug him, hug him, love him. And please stop talking this, that, and the third. And just focus on God in his word. Cause I'm lit, I'm free. The light I see, switch it up, I'm lit.